What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Lucid. I haven't done this in a while because I don't know why I haven't been posting anymore. I don't want to say I don't have a lot of time, otherwise my dad will be watching this. He'll be like, "You have all the time in the world," and it's gonna be very awkward. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I just haven't been posting a lot. But you know the drill. We're gonna do a movie review. And yeah, so we're gonna be doing it on. So now this is a top 10 movie on my movie list. We're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be doing a movie review for the new Elvis movie. Now I really love this movie, and I hope you guys, when you guys watch it, or if you did watch it already, hope you guys enjoyed too. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, so I'm looking back on that footage and I just realized I did the intro wrong, so let me try that again. My name is Lucid. That up there is Alvin. And we're reviewing the Elvis movie. Let's get into it. Alright, so Elvis is a movie starring Austin Butler as the main character in this movie, Elvis. Now, when I heard that Austin Butler was playing as Elvis, I'm like, who the hell is Austin Butler? Because Austin Butler, I'm pretty sure I think this is his first movie. And I was watching the trailer with my mom, and we were like, this guy does not look like Elvis at all, and I don't know if he's gonna do good. I saw this movie with my grandmother, and I asked her if she wanted to see it with me. She was like, sure. So when we watched it, me and my mom and my grandmother, we all watched it together. And then when we saw it all together, he was amazing. He was like that was the best acting and that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's up there. And I really like Austin Butler. And for him to get into this role, he had to practice the Elvis accent. It's not really an accent, it's just the way he talks. And now he permanently talks like Elvis. And it's crazy because he had to change his whole voice, his whole mood and everything just to play as this role. It's kind of crazy how much he put into playing as Elvis. And the worst part is Austin Butler didn't make that much money from Elvis. I think, hold up, give me a second, let me check. Alright guys, so he made $700,000 from playing the main character of this movie. So let's put this into perspective of Tom Hanks, who is also in this movie. He played as the Colonel, Elvis's producer slash manager. I'm pretty sure he made $8 million from this movie. And that's crazy thinking about it. I mean, I understand he's Tom Hanks and everything. He gets money, but still, that's ridiculous to think about. And they're not clearly gonna make a part 2 of this movie because it's a true story movie. So it's just really disappointing to see how little Austin Butler made from this movie. From, in my opinion, a great success. Okay, guys. So I didn't want to bring this up, but we have to talk about how in that scene where at the beginning of the movie, it shows how Elvis, doing his first show, and then he does his dancing with his leg and stuff, and with the guitar. That shit was crazy. I actually wanted I was smiling that whole time. That scene was freaking awesome. I don't know how guys back then weren't wowed at that stuff, bro. In the movie, all the girls they were jumping up. They were like this. They were like this.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's so hot! Oh my god!
If you're not acting that way while you're watching that scene, there's something wrong with you, man. He's just a great dancer. I don't know. He was really good. So I'm gonna refrain from talking about Austin Butler in this video because there's a lot to talk about how great he was. So that's all I'm gonna say for now. So Austin Butler was good. Now we're gonna be talking about the story slash plot. It's not really a plot because it's a true story. So we're just gonna be talking about. I'm just gonna call it a story. So there's a lot of things that I didn't know that were in this movie, like how the Colonel he didn't have a passport or any form of ID, so he couldn't leave the country, and how that's why Elvis could only perform, I'm pretty sure it was in Las Vegas only, in the building, and he was basically there his whole life. He had a room there. He basically lived there, and it really sucked for him because just imagine if Elvis could leave the country, imagine how much his fame or his success would have been differently. So that's a big part of the story. I also like how the director, the writers, they added in how Elvis was doing drugs, and I really like how they added it in. They didn't make it a big part of the movie, but they made it obvious. They kept reminding us like how Priscilla was telling Elvis when she left him, how like you gotta stop doing the drugs. It's gonna like ruin your career, and it did. And she was right. He should have listened to her. And I really like how they talked about that, and it was really good. Alright, so the next thing we will be talking about in this video is going to be my boy Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks. I love his acting, all of his movies. All of his movies were really good, really big. So yeah, Tom Hanks plays as the Colonel in this movie, as mentioned earlier. And the Colonel, I didn't know anything about until I watched this movie. The Colonel, I thought was just his producer or whatever. And yeah, I thought he wasn't really a big role in this movie, but he was. So the Colonel has been with what's his name, Elvis, since the beginning of his career to the end of the career. And like he said, he saw that skinny boy turn into a superhero, and he evolved Elvis's superpowers to be even bigger than he was. But here's the thing about the Colonel: he didn't really evolve him. He made Elvis limited of where he was going with his career, because it was mentioned a couple times in the movie how the Colonel, he doesn't have ID, he doesn't have a passport, he doesn't have like a health card or anything like that. So that's why he didn't take Elvis to the doctor. Well, also because the show must go on, but like still, he didn't have any form of ID, so he was unknown. I don't know how he got into the board. He just somehow snuck in, probably slept with somebody. But yeah, stuff went there to there. So yeah, he kind of messed up Elvis's career, but also kind of made it bigger because he bought this huge place in LA. I'm pretty sure no, it wasn't LA. It was in Las Vegas. So he bought this big place in Las Vegas, and that was basically Elvis's home. As mentioned before, he lived there and stuff, and he performed there. But he was really limited because he was bringing in people from other countries, but he wasn't going to other countries, so he didn't have that big of a system to work around, which it really sucks if you're like if you're like a musician and you're limited of going to places, but you have to bring people there. That's kind of, in my opinion, that's really dumb. So the Colonel kind of messed up and got his life together. But also at the end-ish, around the end, we figured out that the Colonel has literally pimped out Elvis with, I think it was a lot of money. It was like over, I think it was really, really big. I'm not going to name the price because I have no idea, but I remember it was a lot of money. And Elvis couldn't go anywhere. He was stuck. He had to keep performing. That's when the drugs really kicked in, because he was constantly using them. And then his career the next, 15-ish years went downhill. It was really sad. It sucked. And I think if the Colonel had an ID, the passport, everything, I think Elvis would have made more music. I think he would have been, maybe he would have died, maybe 10 years ago or something, if he was still alive. But, at this point, maybe Elvis would be 90. He would still be successful if the Colonel had an ID, which really sucks how limited his choices were. Now, I want to come out and say where the scene where Elvis's mom died and when he was crying and stuff, that really hit me. And, I think that's why Austin Butler, and here we go, I'm talking about him again. That's why Austin Butler's a good actor, because his acting, it hit me right in the heart. When he was crying, I was thinking about it, that's sad. His mother died, and he wondered constant times, a lot of times in the movie, that you're gonna die if you keep smoking and stuff. But and it happened. I don't remember how she died. I think it might have been from smoking. I don't know, but she died, and that really hit me, and that's just it sucks when you lose a family member, just in general. And then the only thing he had left was his dad, and it sucked. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the movie review, but there's a couple of things I want to talk about now that aren't related to the movie. So if you look up here, I think it's up here, you'll see a picture of Austin Butler and Bill Skarsgård. Basically that's the guy who plays Pennywise, and that's the guy who played as Elvis. Now I just want to say these two look really similar to each other. I don't know if anybody else notices that. In my opinion, they look really similar. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now this other thing is also my opinion, but I think that Austin Butler and Shawn Mendes kinda look the same in this picture up here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, because like if you look at them, like look at their faces, like come on, they look the same. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for today's video and movie review. I really loved this movie like so much. I really recommend watching it. I give it A plus and 10 out of 10. Like I'm telling you guys, this movie was awesome. Like you bet if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's really good. Alright guys, so I really hope you enjoyed. I know I haven't been posting lately because like there's nothing really going on like going on with my life. I've been trying to post, like if you saw the video of kid gets mad because of Nerf war, yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna start posting a little bit now, just like videos of me and what happens in my life. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy those videos, because those videos I personally find kind of funny. So like if you haven't seen that video, also go watch it. It's really good. And yeah, so just let me know down below in the comments if what movie I should review next, because I actually never said that before, but like please let me know. I want to start posting again. But yeah, so anyway guys, my name is Lucid, that up there's Alvin, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.